Good morning. I'm hoping. Let me have a look. Whew. You may be guessing correctly, if you're seeing me here now, that I have only just got out of bed. I've just woken up. I decided to lay back in when I woke up at about 5:30. Went back to bed and oops, and now I've overslept. And I'm hoping that I'm in the right places, which should be mytimetv.live in Facebook, and it should be YouTube, Periscope, Twitch, the Facebook card group, and my Facebook page. And I have no idea. Hi. Hi, Margaret. How are you? I was just starting to wonder. I'm just trying to find where am I? Where am I? Where's my pages? Because it was certainly with quick, a very quick get out of bed response when I realised, oops, I'm not started my show yet. So, good morning, Diane. It is a happy Sunday. It is Sunday. That's why I think I was a bit slack. I went back to bed after a break. You know how you sometimes get up in the morning and then go back to bed? Well, that's what I did this morning because I thought, 5:30 is too early to get up. So I did. And good morning to you. Oh, yeah, that's that's you again, Diane. I am doing well. I figure I must be. Good morning, Carol. How are you? And you just woke up yourself. I think that might be Sarah. Um, you woke up yourself. Hope I'm well. Oh, I am. Or it could be Caitlin. Caitlin, I think you've been joining in from there too. And good morning, Marie. Just a bit later than usual. So, and Margaret, you're good. And Tracy, good morning. Thank you. Now, I've still got those who are on the My Time TV. That's what you're going through the B Live. So at the moment, you're not showing up with the E cam on the back end of it. Whoops, on that one. So that's just in case Diane and Carol and Marie haven't noticed that I am doing the two simultaneous live streams, and I'm just quickly doing some cards because I haven't actually even done the spread. And this morning I'm using a different set again because I feel like it. So what I've actually got here is um, I'm going to go to the card spread set up. Hang on, got to go to the right page yet. Going to the card table. Now, what I've done there, I actually have a frame that I use. I'm just going to do one more time, and it's this set, not this one, it's this one that I'm using, the Bluebird. And this is the card spread that I'm going to do now. I'm just shuffling that one because the other three shuffles were the clearing. So, oh goodness, we've got the cross again. And I'm hoping that all of this shows up in the screen. Yes, it does. And here we've got that. Well, that's a very interesting layout, isn't it? Except it's not quite fitting into there, is it? The actual cards. Let me see if I can get them better. Okay. This is where sometimes it takes a little bit of fiddling just to get it right. So it's not that I don't use that framing all the time. Right, so if you remember, it's this deck that I'm using. It's the Bluebird Lenormand, and these are that they're styled after the older style of card that you see. I'll just put that there. Normally I have them a bit over, don't I? I was going to do it as using both that and the new Rana George cards, have the two sets like I did yesterday. But I wasn't awake early enough, was I? Right, here we go. Oh, we've got Kathy too. Hi, Kathy. How are you this morning? Wonderful to see you here. And Now, Margaret, you've put up that, could I have a reading, please? This is a general card reading that is actually, good morning, Shaz, how are you? It's a general card spread reading, so it's not actually using the card pull, doing the card pull technique, where we do that for each person. I might do that a bit later today, because I didn't do it yesterday. I had a fairly flat day yesterday, so not unwell, just slack, lazy, not lazy. I gave myself a rest day. And I'm probably doing the same today, the way I've started. Here we go. And I'm just going to do that a little bigger. There we go. Cross. The cross in the workspace. Wow. Interesting that we've got that. So there's obviously going to be something that we're needing to actually let go of, or there's a responsibility still in our workspace that we're feeling we need to actually carry that load, keeping it going. And, for whatever reason, sometimes it is out of our control, and other times it's, things that we can actually by choice decide, no, we're not going to keep taking this on. Good, thanks, Margaret, for understanding. But these morning ones are just the general reading. Yeah, everyone deserves a rest every now and then too. So it is something that we're all, all needing to. And Kathy, you're saying you good, thank you as well. And that's in response. As you can tell, there's some of this delay factor in live streaming, so that when you're putting your comments there, they show up quite a ways sometimes after I've actually spoken about what you're saying, that's to making it relevant. But that's okay. So, ah, sorry, I've just had a hair really go haywire with my face, and it's something I don't like it when they're tickling my eyes. So it had actually gotten into behind my glasses. So apologies for that. It's been real, isn't it? So just to reiterate, go back to it. So this is the workspace and we've got the cross in it. This is the home space and we've got the heart in it this morning, as you can tell. These ones are clear with what the label of the card is. We've got the clouds up in the unexpected position. Here we've got the letter in our role position, and we've got the clover in the outcome position. Right, so because I had actually forgotten to put that there. And the other thing that I've forgotten to was just I forgot to put my microphone, the good one, on. And we've got Caitlin just joined us. So I dare say that earlier one was Sarah who'd just woken up. So good morning, Caitlin. Back to the cross. Well, I've already half sort of done that one. It is the rolls. What I might do though is read the little saying that's underneath that's on these. I'll just read the little poem too, because it's just too hard to actually get that to focus on the screen. So it is a cross. I'm going to do it like this. I will do it like this. So a cross weaves pain, historically sad. A distance too close means tidings are bad. Suffering increases when the cross is near, but burdens can lift if you persevere. So that last line of that almost says it, in the fact that it is your choice. And the distance factor was if it turns up in a full, like grand tableau or a different type of spread, if it's close to another card. Well, this is close to the good luck, so to the clover card, which is the good luck card. So it's going to mean that you can have the choice of lifting out, lifting whatever burden, whatever responsibility it is that you feel is too much. You can have the choice. You don't have to keep it so close to you. You can let it go. It does say your burdens can lift if you persevere. So if there's something that really is bothering you or being a hassle, do that. Now, and Shaz just mentioned, wow, the sound really improved then. Yeah, that's why I use the external mic, because it is a much better sound. It picks up so well. And we'll keep onward. So we've got next is the heart in the home space. So it really is put heart-based. I love it, the heart in the home. It's a great card to have there. And this morning, I suppose part of the reason why I didn't want to get out of bed was because I was actually feeling, sensing, laying into that really nice, so how sometimes you can have those nice little light dreams and things that work really nicely through the mind as you're in that dozy state, that you're sort of asleep, you're not asleep. In that respect, that's what that last hour and a half or two, from the 5:30-ish was for me. It was that beautiful light sleep, and it really did have that dreaming or messaging of what was lovely stuff that was from the heart, the family. There was a story that was being told in my dream state that I wanted to follow. So, and it was something that was speaking to my heart. So that's what I'm feeling with the heart home space here, with the heart within it, that it is basing everything from our heart this morning. And I'll just pick that up. Yeah, this picking them up ain't probably a very good idea. And good morning, Kat. I'll bring yours up in a minute. I've got to just remember which way do I do that. So the heart's a symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving yourself is where it should start. Whoops. And that doesn't seem to want to, it's like any of it, they don't seem to want to focus properly. But you get the drift of that as I was trying to read it from a distance, which my eyes are not that good at. I do still need to have my glasses rechecked. So there we go. Good morning, Kat. Just acknowledging that you have popped in to say your good morning. Now, next one, we've got the clouds up in the unexpected. And, of course, with what the weather forecast was last week to the 2 really hot days and then moving it on to milder, well, it's already yesterday was reasonably mild here. So there was the clouds, there was the potential for rain, and it did have some showers through the day yesterday, and it's looking the same today. So that's the unexpected factor of weather, isn't it? So here we've got the clouds in our unexpected today. And it could be that we have those darknesses and shadows and stormy-ish feelings, even emotionally, but moving through to what is the blue skies, as you can see there. I love the blue skies. They're always on top. So clouds brightly shine, strung in God, I can hardly actually say, haven't had a glass of water yet. Clouds brightly shine, strung in precision. Life will be fine with firm decision. Beware of clouds misty and obscure. Life cloaked in darkness is hard to endure. So it is actually mentioning the fact that this is in that unexpected position. It is actually mentioning that fleeting potential for the darkness to be in, but it's also the fleeting potential for the lightness to come in too, and the clouds to move on, because that's what clouds do. So do know that even though, like, clouds will move in and out unexpectedly, and that is more about the emotions, I feel, and what we have surrounding us through the day. So just keep that in mind as you're just moving through your day. What we've got here now in our role is the letter card. So the letter is around communication, but it's more that written type. It can be the legal if you've got that little waxy thing, that you see that wax seal sitting there. And Rosie, good morning to you too. After too hot today. Oh, God. I really do need a coffee. I haven't had that even. I did literally get out of bed. I heard the click on the computer and I thought, I think I better go. Might be time to start. And because you've only got a 10-minute window to get to your scheduled live streams on time, or they disappear, like it would have been cancelled as far as what I'd already set up. So here in Victoria, it was 2 very hot days. Today is much cooler. I'm just a little bit further along in Port Elliot, Rosie, and yeah, it was warm. And guess what? My air conditioner yesterday, I won't say it shat itself, it pissed itself. There was water coming out from the front, so I've had to turn that off. And tomorrow I'll be calling a technician somewhere. So, yes, we do have there we go, we've got clouds. It really was raining inside. I wonder what the sound was. So I'll get back to the letter. It communication, but not of the verbal type. It is more the written. So there's some things that you might be wanting to respond to in your emails or your messenger or through Facebook, social media, and all that sort of stuff. This is the type of thing that I see that as. And Caitlin, it wasn't funny when I wondered what the hell is that sound. I looked over and there it is. The air conditioner's crying into my air fryer that sits below it. Don't worry, don't be sorry. Lucky it's cool at the moment. I have ceiling fans, so it's not a big issue when it gets too hot. When it gets above 35, I might be a bit different if it's still not fixed by then. So here we've got, that's what the letter is. So our role is actually it is communicating well with our words, and not so much spoken but written words. So here we've got the letter. This surprise letter from a place remote. Bring good news from a friend who wrote, if the words portend a stormy sky, sadness will soon much intensify. So that one, the little verse on that is obviously talking about something sad or some news that you probably don't want to have. And Rosie, you're mentioning about hope I'll get my air conditioner fixed soon. Yes, I certainly do. And oops, yeah, Caitlin. Look, sometimes my language is a little bit on the edgy, on that rough side, but it's what I've used. We collected cow manure years back. Oh, that's how I started my working life, basically, business life. It was picking up dry cow pats in a paddock. So instead of saying manure all the time, yeah, it was shit. So, so it does pass on in that sort of language even now. So, I mean, saying about it pissing itself instead of shit, yeah, welcome here, nice and cool. It is nice and cool now, isn't it? We'll change it to nice subject. So that letter, it is in your role. So your role really is it is that chatting with others in a way that's going to be uplifting rather than hopefully not bringing a sadness along. But sometimes things like that do come in. Know that it's fleeting, and I think that's probably why the cloud's there today, being in that unexpected position. It's also indicating here, it's that connection. Although it's on the opposite side of the spread, it still is part of the influence because the clouds is unexpected. Our letters, we are knowing that we're going to be using a written form of communication at some point today. And, well, I know I do because I do a fair bit of the Facebooking. Not so much all the social medias, but I do. Facebook is my more emphasis on that because it's where my family sits. Sits, that's an interesting word to have slipped into, isn't it? And right as our outcome, isn't it fun? I love the clover, the clover, the clover. It brings back those memories of going in the school situation, you know, the big clover in the oval. You'd be sitting there, and I have to admit, when I was a young, and I did used to sneak a smoke at school, and you'd be down there hiding, and at the same time, you'd be looking for your clover leaves, the four, for the good luck, all of that. So it's a wonderful card to have. And, and Tracy, you get in trouble all the time for saying it as it is. Shit, yeah, well, it's a word. That's all any of these are. And it's the same too, I think, really, is even as far as what we have written, what we speak. Words are important. They are strong. How we use them is important, that it's not bringing like that does say, you know, the sadness or whatever, but we need to actually bring what we feel and know as our own definite inner truth, you know, knowing all sides of any story, that we can bring what we know or feel within ourselves is an honesty and a truthfulness that can only be from us, but making sure that what we are passing on and saying to others, even to ourselves, is in that integrity and honesty, and that we have checked with others first all around before we speak. I mean, I've made mistakes in speaking too soon to others without finding out all the facts, even in what is happening in my life right now. And I am careful around what words I share with others at times. But sometimes you get into the moment and you actually do trip up and speak ill of someone else, or you're speaking an untruth, but you don't know at that time it's an untruth. All of that, making sure that what you are speaking and passing on and saying is a truthful factor. And we can only do that by being aware how our words do influence and what we are actually saying. Oh, hi, Molly. Wonderful to see you here. It'd be your evening on Saturday, wouldn't it? Because you're somewhere in the US, and I can't quite remember. I know that. So, hello, and wonderful to see you here. So, what was I saying? Oh, it was about the letters, the good luck. We are going to have that good luck, and that's right. I was sharing about my school days on the school oval, finding four-leaf clovers. This is about the good luck side of it. I never got into real trouble for that anyway. I wasn't always caught. And in Florida, yes. Thank you for sharing that, Molly. Wonderful. Now I will pick that up because you can't see it. It's too far away. So here we go. So flowers surrounded in clover leaf mean happiness surmounted over grief. Bits of luck and fortune await. You have the potential to make life great. So that's a lovely verse. I do like that one too. It really does bring forward that, just put it nice and neat again. It does bring forward that choice. You have the potential to make life great. Here we had the choice with the letters to, and being all of these having that lucky clover, in that centre position, it brings them all to a place of good luck anyway. So we have the choice of how we're using our words, that it is for the benefit of all. So we have the choice of letting that unexpected moment of the clouds coming in today to actually pass through and be what they are, the fleetingness of clouds. And it's a reminder sometimes that there is always that brighter sunshine on the other side. So as we can see with the cross, yes, we've still got things that we're needing to choose to let go of as we're moving into our heart space in our day, in our home. So bring that forward as being the main emphasis for your day, is that heart space. And I'm sure that good luck will absolutely be the infusement of your day. So carry that through in whatever way that you need to in your day. And I'm going to go and get some coffee because I've got a dry throat now. And just as we're finishing, yes, thank you for being here this morning in better time than I was. So I might jump on again later on today just to do a bit of a fleeting ad lib type of a card pull, like Margaret, asking for, can I have a card reading? I might be able to do that sometime today because I haven't got anything else planned as such. And Caitlin, thank you. I will enjoy my coffee, I tell you. Definitely will enjoy my coffee. And tonight I'm hoping to be able to get that sorted as far as a ad lib. I'll put the link in my page, the Ros Bounty page, for the It's a Lenormand thing. It's a Zoom meeting where people can come in and have fun in a much freer way with the Lenormand decks of cards, because I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 4 or 5 decks of those now, and it's fun. You bring along your own, and because Zoom you can share your screen and stuff if you want to. We have a play with the cards. It's wonderful. So that's there is a fee for that one though. And here we go. Rosie, You cleaned your home this morning with a sage smudging stick. It's a wonderful way to do your cleansing is the saging. I love it. If you don't have sage, though, incense is a very good alternative for those who don't have sage. And just intention, placing it through that smokiness through the house to actually cleanse. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there because I really do need my coffee. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, if it's not tonight or sometime this afternoon, be the best person that you can be, and namaste until then. Bye for now.